Hello, you're welcome back. In this video, I want to show you how you can create names and use those names instead of ranges, cells, formulas, constants in your analysis in Excel. This can make your work more efficient and faster. And that's just what we're going to look at in this video. So when you look at this workbook, you can see we have three sheets here: product sheet, rate sheet, and summary sheet. So in this product sheet, I have the list of my products, the quantity sold, and the unit price for each of them, then the totals for each of them, and then the grand total. For the rate sheet, I have the tax rate, the discount rate, as well as the shipping fee. And then here in my summary, you can see I have been able to demonstrate how you can use the formulas with references and how you can use them with names. So for the names, I haven't entered any of them, and that is what we are going to do in this very video so as to demonstrate how to use these names. So the first thing we are going to do is to see how you can define names. So you can either define names for ranges, for constants, for cell, or whatsoever you want to define in your sheet. So in my case, I want to define it for this very range. So we select the very range that I want. Then from here, I will come to formula. And I'll click on formula. Here I have formula. Under define names, I can see define names here. I can also see name manager here. So what I need is this define names. So I'll click on this define name and I want to call this range. So if I call this range equal, I now add OK, and you can see it here. It has appeared. Okay. So when I click on this name box, you can see the range. If I click on the range, you can see what it's referring to. But what if I do not want it to refer to this? What if I want it to refer to unit price? Or what if I don't even want to refer to it again? What if I want to just delete this name? What do I do? So what I will do is come to these formulas and then click on name manager. So if I click on this name manager, I will see the range that I've created. I can edit it and I can also delete it. I can even create a new name here and refer it to what I want it to refer to. And in my case, what I want is just to delete. So I'll click on delete, OK, and close. So if I come back here, you're not going to see anything anymore. And the next thing that we'll now do is to go into demonstrating how we can use names here instead of formulas, instead of referencing in our formula. Okay, so in this very formula, what we are referencing is D7 of products. But in this case, we want to use a name to refer to this same D7. And the same thing we want to do for this tax rate, discount rate, and shipping fee in order to demonstrate how we can use this definition of names. So coming here, I have sales total. You can see how we are able to enter the formula. After our equal to, we have an @ sign and then the name. So I will just copy this name, which is sales total, then come to this product. We have this 22,000. I can easily use this other method of entering into the name box instead of going through the long process of defining names here. A shortcut I can use is to just come to this name box, clear it, and then enter the name. So you can see what it's referring to, then I enter. So now this 22,000 is the sales total. That's the name it's given to it. So if I look at my summary sheet now, you can see that it's directly linking. Okay, it's able to detect this D7, which is the sales total. And then the next thing that I want to do, you can see that we are multiplying the sales total with tax rate. Already we have our sales total, but we do not have our tax rate defined. If you look at the referencing that we have here, it's still the same thing. The sales total, which is D7 from the product sheet, and B2 from the rate sheet, which is the tax rate. We've not defined it. So we just copy this tax rate, then come to this place where we have rates, and then call it tax rate. So if you come back here, you're going to see that it has been able to refer to it using the names now. And now we are going to look at our discount amount. So we've calculated our tax amount using the tax rate. Now I want to look at our discount amount. We can see the formula we used here, which is the discount rate now and the total. And that is what we are going to use here, the sales total and the discount rate. So we are just going to copy this and then come to our rates and give it the same name. So we enter the same name here and we have discounts. So when you come to this summary, you can see it appear here. And then the final thing that I want to look at is the final total. So you can see a long formula here where we have the sales total, and this is for the discount rate, this is for the tax rate, okay? And then the final thing that we have here is the shipping fee, which we have not yet defined. So you can see the same thing here. We've not yet defined this shipping fee, and that's what we're going to do so that we can refer to it using the name range. So if we just copy this shipping fee, we come to rates, and then here where we have the value, we enter shipping fee and equal to. So if you come to this summary, you see that it has now reflected. That's just what I wanted to show you in this video, how you can just create names and then use it to do your work instead of referring to formulas, which can cause you errors. And that will be all for this video. I hope you were able to find this video helpful. Please, if you were able to find this video helpful, kindly subscribe to the channel and like the video. Also share with your friends. I will see you in the next one.